Depression is a complex and serious mental illness that can be very difficult to handle. For those who are struggling with depression, it can be hard to know where to turn for help. This video is a practical guide by someone who has been through depression and come out on the other side. I hope that this guide will provide some support and advice for those who are currently suffering from depression, and also for their loved ones. The causes of depression. Depression doesn't have a single cause. There is no one reason somebody becomes depressed. It can be caused by a range of factors such as genetics, trauma, stress, and lifestyle choices. Depression is also often linked to chemical imbalances in the brain. This might be due to genetics, illness, or medication. Whatever the root cause of depression may be, it's important to remember that you are not alone. Many people struggle with depression at some point in their lives. Identifying the symptoms of depression. Depression is a mental health disorder that affects how you think, feel, and behave. It can lead to a wide range of symptoms, which can differ from person to person.
Common symptoms of depression include feeling sad, hopeless or worthless, changes in appetite or weight, difficulty sleeping or sleeping too much, feelings of restlessness or irritability, loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed, and fatigue. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms for more than 2 weeks, it's important to talk to your doctor. The different types of treatment. There are many different types of treatment for depression. Some people may need medication to get their depression under control, while others may find that therapy or lifestyle changes work better for them. It's important to find the type of treatment that works best for you and that you are able to stick with. If one treatment isn't working, don't be afraid to explore other options. It can be a long journey, but it's worth it to find what works for you. We hope this guide provides some helpful information and inspiration for those who are struggling with depression. When to seek professional help. Depression can be a very serious mental illness that should not be taken lightly. If you are feeling like you can't cope with your daily life or having thoughts of suicide, it is important to seek professional help right away. There is no shame in admitting that you need help and seeking out psychiatric treatment. There are many wonderful therapists and psychiatrists who can help you get back on your feet. If you are not quite at that point yet, but feel like you could use some additional support, there are many great resources available to you. Online communities and groups can be incredibly helpful in providing support and advice from people who understand what you're going through. How to tell your loved ones. It can be difficult to know how to tell your loved ones that you are struggling with depression. You may feel like you're burdening them or that they won't be able to understand. But it's important that you do talk to someone, whether that's your partner, a family member, or a friend. It can be really helpful to have someone to talk to who will understand and can offer support. Try to be specific about what you need from them. Do you need them to check in with you regularly? Do you need them to offer practical assistance? Do you just need someone to listen? Let them know what would help you feel supported. Depression can feel isolating, but you're not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. Making a self-care plan. One of the key things to remember when you are struggling with depression is that you need to take care of yourself. This means making time for the things that make you happy and help you relax. Your self-care routine can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be, but it's important that you find what works for you. Maybe that means taking a bath every night, reading a book every weekend, or taking a yoga class once a week. The most important thing is to be gentle with yourself and don't pressure yourself to do too much. Depression can make even the simplest tasks seem impossible, so try to focus on 1 or 2 things at a time and work your way up. If you need some help getting started, we've put together a handy guide on how to create a self-care plan.
Dealing with triggers. When it comes to triggers, it's important to be proactive. If you know that a particular situation or person always leads to a depressive episode, do your best to avoid them. If that's not possible, try to have a plan in place for how you'll deal with the situation. For example, if you know that you'll be meeting your ex-boyfriend for dinner, make sure you have someone to keep you company and talk to during the meal. Being proactive about your triggers is an important part of managing your depression. It can be hard, but it's worth it in the end. Seeking support. When it comes to seeking support, it's important to find the right resources for you. This may mean talking to a friend, family member, therapist, or doctor. It's also important to be mindful of the signs and symptoms of depression, as well as the different types of depression. Knowing what to look for can help you get the support you need as soon as possible. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression, please don't hesitate to reach out for help. You are not alone. In conclusion, depression is a serious mental health condition that should not be taken lightly. If you are struggling with depression, please seek professional help.